In today's lesson, we're going to be drawing polygons on the coordinate plane. All right, we're also then going to find the area of those polygons using the coordinate plane. All right, let's take a look at example 1. It says plot the points A, B, and C. These are the ones that they give us. We're going to name the shape that we create, and then we're going to determine the area. Okay, I have already created a coordinate plane. I've labeled the origin and the y and the x-axis. I'm going to put I have 4 shapes that I'm going to do, 4 polygons. I'm going to put all 4 of them on one, so you can use the one that you have marked the same way. Okay, let's start with A. A is at 3, 2. Each line on our graph or on our coordinate grid is representing 1. So we just count over 3. And up 2. And place our point. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. This is A. And I like to cross it off knowing that I've got it done. B is 3, 7. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me double check. 7B goes here. C is at 8, 2. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2. That's C. Now I'm going to use a ruler to draw the straight lines so that they're nice and pretty, and so that I can measure them correctly to find the area. So if you want to use your ruler or a straight edge of whatever kind that you have to draw that straight lines. All right, and let's use that information that we have to find the area. First we need to name it. It says to name the shape. Our shape is a triangle, and I think it's a special triangle. I think this is a right triangle. This is a right triangle because it forms a right angle at point A. Okay, I'm going to scoot this over so we can find our area. I know that the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So I'm going to find my base and my height. Excuse me. All right, so I have 1/2 times the base, which is, I'm just going to count units. I could use my information from up here and find distance. That is absolutely a great idea if you want to do that. I'm going to just count for the purpose today of making it a little bit quicker, because our video could run long with 4 different activities that we need to do here. So I'm going to just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is our base. So 1/2 times 5 times our height of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because 5 is an odd number, I'm going to go ahead and multiply the whole numbers and then take half. So 5 times 5 is 25, and I need half of 25. Well, let's see. I'm going to find an even number close. Half of 24 is 12. And then from 24 to 25 is 1, so half of 1 is 1/2. So my answer is 12 and 1/2, or 12.5. And these are units, so we don't know the unit, as in meters or feet. So we're going to say 12.5 units squared because it's area. So the area of this one is 12.5 units squared. All right, let's try number 2. Number 2, again, we're going to plot the points, name the shape, and then find the area. So let's go ahead and start plotting the points. I'm going to scoot this over here so we can cover up our work from the last one. E is at -8, 8. So I'm going to go negative on this side. 2, 3, 7, 8. And then I'm going to go up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that is E. F is at -2, 1, 2, and up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -2, 5. Okay, that is F. G is -7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and up to 2. All right, again, I'm going to use, that's the last one, so I'm going to use my, oops, forgot to label it. I'm going to use my ruler to connect the dots. It's kind of like a dot to dot when you were little and you used the alphabet to connect the dots instead of numbers. I always enjoyed those, connect the dots. All right, now with this one, it's going to be very difficult for us to find the height, because we could, if we found the base, well, it's at an angle here, so we can't really count boxes because it's not really through the center, it's not on a line, so it's going to make it difficult. So we are going to just extend it. So we're going to, I'm going to use my ruler again. We're going to create a triangle or a rectangle around the shape. I'm going to go through each. I started at E and I went over until I got to the line that F was on, the point of F. And then I'm going through F down to where G would be, that same line. And then I'm going to go across through G. I'm going to do it this way so I can see the thing. And E goes to here. I want to make sure I know that. See where E is. And then I can go up to E. And I've created a square, it looks like. Maybe a rectangle. I'll call it a rectangle until I know for sure. And then I can find the area of each of these. I'm going to number them. This will be number 1, number 2, and number 3. Now, we've done problems like this before, where if I find the area of the red rectangle, I don't know for sure if it's a square yet, but it's a rectangle. If I find the area of that, and then I take out these numbered ones, I'll be left with the area of this. Okay, and that's going to be our strategy because we don't know how to find the distance of an angled line. Okay, I'm going to do my work. Let's see, I'm going to flip my paper around. So then I have some space here. Okay, so I'm going to find the area of a square. So the area of a square is base times height. All right, so I'm going to find the base length. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Times the height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the area of my square, and I'm going to put a square here so I know this is my square, is 36 units squared. All right, I'm going to put a box around this. This is part of my information. It's not my answer. It's just part of my information. Okay, now I need to find the area of each of the numbered triangles. So I'm going to do triangle 1. And my area is 1/2 base times height. Okay, so we're going to do half of the base, which is 1, times the height, which is, well, I think the height was 6, because that was the same as the square. So 1 times 6. Okay, so I'm going to do 1 times 6, which is 6. Half of 6 is 3. So triangle 1 has 3 square units of area. Nope, I meant to box that. This is not our final answer yet. Okay, triangle 2, we have 1/2 base times height. And if I keep writing that, I'll know where to plug in numbers, and I will remind myself that's how I find it. Okay, so 2, we're going to do the base, and I'm going to turn it. Good thing I got this on a little paper I can turn. I'm going to turn it this way so that my base is here and my height is here. Okay, so my base is 1, 2, 3, 1/2 of 3 times my height, which is the side of the square, and that was 6. So 3 times 6 is 18. Half of 18 is 9 units squared. Box, Amanda, box. Jaworski, sorry. Okay, 9 units squared. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm gonna leave my 3 right there, just like that too, and we'll find this as our base for 3. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move up to the top up here because I need more room and it's kind of hard for you to see at the bottom. Okay, so triangle 3, we have 1/2 base times height again. So we need 1/2 of our base. Our base is 1, 2, 3. Our base is 3. And our height doesn't go all the way to the top here, so we're going to have a smaller height. We're going to have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So I'm going to find half of 15. Well, let's see, half of 14 is 7, and then one more to get 15. So half of 1 is a half, so we have 7 and a half. Now I'm doing this in my head for my finding half of odd numbers. If you aren't able to do that, your brain's not ready for that, that's okay. Go ahead and write out the problem and solve your division problem of 15 divided by 2. And that's okay. You'll have 7 and 1/2, or 0.5. Okay, that's okay to do that way. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so now I need to add up all of these numbers. Just made a little triangle there. I need to add up all of these numbers and take them away from the square. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that in a different color. Let's do that in red. We'll do it over here. I'm going to do 9 and 3. It'll be 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to do 12 and 7.5. So we'll add those up first. 5, 9, 1. So 19.5. And we're going to take that away from 36. So we had 36. I'm going to have a decimal, so I'm going to put 36.0 minus 19.5. All right, so I'm going to make this a 5. 15 minus 9 is 6. So we have 16.5 units squared for our blue triangle. That was a lot of work for one area there for that acute triangle. All right, let's try another one. Can I run out of room on that paper? Okay, let's do another one. This one, let's get this moved here. Line everything back up. All right, this one's got a few more points to plot, but we can get it done. Okay, here we go. I'm going to move along pretty quickly. We're going to run behind here. -9, -7, -9, -7. And that is K. All right. L, -4, -2. M is -1, -5. And N is -5, -5. All right, we need to connect those with a straight edge again. And I like to start alphabetically because this is going to look like a crazy shape, it looks like. So I'm going to start where I did with K, L, M, N, and then just back to the beginning of K to create that polygon. All right, I think the polygon here is, oh golly, I think that might just be a quadrilateral. It doesn't have any shape that I recognize other than a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides. So that would be the best name. And now we need to find the area. I'm not seeing that I can find the area of this, but if I was to connect the line right here, I can see a small triangle here and a big triangle here, and I know how to find the area of a triangle. So I'm going to go ahead and connect that so that I can decompose that shape and find the area of two shapes. All right. Let's go ahead and scoot this guy over. We can still see him and work our problem. So let's number them actually. Let's do this one as number 1 and this one is number 2. So we'll keep track of which one's which. Okay, so for triangle 1, our formula again is 1/2 base times height. And we have 1/2 of our base. So this is our base here. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And our height, we're going to go right through that center, kind of where my 1 is. Because I'm going to go from the top point all the way straight down, creating a right angle. 1, 2, 3. All right, so 1/2 of 6 is 3 times 3 is 9 units squared. Okay, that's part of our answer. Okay, let's try triangle 2. It's a little trickier looking. All right, I think I'm going to make the base my straight line. So I'm going to make the base the red line here. So I have 1, 2, oh, I'm sorry, 1/2 base times height. So we have 1/2 of 2 times, now our height is a little bit different because we can't find the height in the middle here. The height has to be kind of perpendicular to our base. So our height is going to be right here, and I stopped here because that's where K is. So this is our height. On some of those ones it draws it for us. So our height is 1, 2. All right, so we have 1/2 of 2 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. So we have 2 units squared for triangle 2. Now, we're going to put them back together to find the whole green shape, and that would be 11 units squared. All right, that one wasn't as hard as it looked. That kind of looked a little harder than that. All right, let's move on. We have one more for our last problem. I'll go ahead and turn this around so I have some space over here. All right, same idea. Plot the points, name it, and find the area. So let's move this up here. Sorry, I'm kind of zoomed in because it's kind of written small. It's a little hard to put it on the camera. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's plot point P is at 1, -4. 4. That's P. We have even more this time, don't we? 5, -2. Q. 9. I know there's 10 over here, so this is going to be 9, -4. And that is R. 7. This was 9, 8, 7, -8. That's S. And one more, 3, -8. That's where I went with S, isn't it? All right, go ahead and connect those. P, Q, R, S, T. I think this is my favorite part, just connecting them, creating a pretty shape. And then I'll just connect back to P. Oh, this is a fun one. All right, I see that this shape has 5 sides, and that tells me that it must be a pentagon. Ooh, I don't know any formula for finding the area of a pentagon. I think we might need to break it up into pieces. There are a couple ways we could do that. I think we need to start by making a triangle at the top. See that triangle, if I connect P and R? I think I'm going to do that because that gives me a triangle and I for sure know how to find the area of the triangle. All right, now we have a trapezoid on the bottom and we could do a couple different things. We could find the diagonal and have a triangle there and a triangle there. We've done that before. or this diagonal with 2 triangles. Or I have another way. Let's do this. Let's connect it here from S straight up to the red line. And from T straight up to the red line. I'm going to create a rectangle or square, kind of looks like a square hopefully, inside. Now, if you notice, these 2 triangles are the same size, so we're only going to need to find it once and use the value twice. Very cool. Let's number them. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. How about that? Okay. All right, lots of work, but I think we can do it. Let's find the area. I'm going to switch back to my blue here. Let's find the area of triangle 1. 1/2 base times height. Okay, so I have half of my base, which is all the way across here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Half of 8 times 1, 2. All right, half of 8 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So we have 8 units squared. That's part of our answer. We're going to put them all together when we're done. All right, we have triangle 2 and 4. So we're going to have 2 of them. We're going to have to add whatever we get 2 times. Okay, 1/2 base times height. Okay, so 1/2. Let's do the base is this part here, and we'll do the height this way. So it's kind of an upside down triangle. 1, 2 is our base. And 1, 2, 3, 4 is our height. All right, well, half of 2 is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. 4 units squared. That's for triangle 2. Right? And then we have another one for triangle 4. So let's put another one, just so we don't forget to add them. Here's the triangle 2 and triangle 4. And I know they're the same because it's 2 by 4. 2 by 4. Okay. And then we have square or a rectangle. I hope it's a square. It looks like one. Square 3. Our area formula is base times height. So our base is 1, 2, 3, 4. Our height is 1, 2, 3, 4. So our area is 16 units squared. All right, now we put all these together and we've got our area for our pentagon. So we have 8, and 8 makes 16. 16 and 16 makes 32 units squared. That is our final answer. Awesome. Now we have a pretty little design page here, pretty little coordinate grid. We're going to put this in our ISN. If you have some glue and can glue it in right in your notes, go ahead and do that. If not, put it in a safe place and we'll glue it in tomorrow in class. You know what to do with your questions.